Okay, so I made over $200,000 on Polymarket last year. And like that's not me flexing, that's just the reality of what's possible with prediction markets right now. And as you can see, it has been quite consistent as well. And look, I'm not some Wall Street guy. I don't have a finance degree. I've been in crypto since 2019, been trading prediction markets for about a year and a half now. And honestly, this is the most consistent money I've ever made. So this video, I'm gonna break down how Polymarket actually works, why most people lose money on it, because they do. And then I'm gonna show you some real trades that I've taken, like actual examples with actual profits. And yeah, stick around because this is genuinely something special. Like this feels like early crypto to me. It really does. So, okay, let's get into it. All right, so if you're brand new to this, let me just quickly explain how Polymarket actually works. We're going basic here, don't worry. So basically, what you're buying on Polymarket is either a yes share or a no share. That's it. It's that simple. So let's say there's a market asking, will X happen by Y date? You can buy a yes share if you think it's going to happen, or a no share if you think it's not going to happen. And the price you pay, that's basically the probability. So if yes shares are 35 cents, that means the market thinks there's a 35% chance it happens. If no shares are 65 cents, market thinks 65% chance it doesn't happen. Makes sense, right? Now here's the key part. When the market resolves, like when we actually find out what happened, the winning side gets $1 per share. The losing side gets nothing. Zero. So let's say you buy 100 yes shares for $8, and you're right. That $8 turns into $100. That's like a 12 times return, just like that. Now, there's two main platforms, Polymarket and Kalshi. Kalshi has trading fees and honestly, less volume. Polymarket, no trading fees, way more volume. Like we're talking, the same market might have 2 million volume on Kalshi and 47 million on Polymarket. It's not even close right now. So if you're watching this, Polymarket is the move. That could change in the future, I don't know, but right now, Polymarket. Okay, so that's the basics. But knowing how it works and actually making money, two very different things. And that's where most people mess up. Let's talk about that. Okay, so here's the thing. Most people who get into Polymarket, they lose money, like straight up. And it's not because the system is broken or whatever, it's because they're just guessing. They're not trading, they're hoping. And that's not going to work long term. So, first mistake, sports markets. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Sports on Polymarket, you're throwing money away, okay? Like, you think you're smarter than Vegas? You're not. Trust me, you're not. Those lines are tight, the markets are crazy efficient, there's nothing there for you. You're picking teams and praying. That's not a strategy. So, don't do sports. Just don't. I know some people will hate me for this, but like, if you're here to actually make money consistently, trust me, stay away from that stuff. Second mistake, mentions markets. So these are markets like, what will Trump say during the State of the Union address? Or what will be said during the Grammys? You know, stuff like that. And look, it's fun. I get it. I've done some of these. But you're basically buying a lottery ticket. You're just sitting there hoping someone says a specific word. There's no skill in that. There's nothing you can analyze, you know? And this is the big thing, okay? The word you need to understand is edge. E-D-G-E. If you don't have an edge, you're just flipping coins. Doesn't matter if you're trading politics or tech or whatever. No edge, you're gonna lose over time. Simple as that. Like, it's the same thing with day trading, right? People say day traders just lose money. And for most people, yeah, they do. Because they don't know what they're doing. But for the people who actually have systems and strategies and discipline, they're printing consistently. Same exact thing with Polymarket. So the question is, how do you actually get an edge? Okay, so how do people actually make money on this? Like, what's the edge? First option, you're faster than everyone else. You have some kind of setup where you see news before other people react. Maybe you're using a notification bot. Maybe you're on TweetDeck all day watching breaking news accounts. Bloomberg Terminal if you're fancy and have money to burn. Whatever. Point is, when news breaks, prices move. If you're first, you make money. If you're slow, you're buying at the wrong price. Simple as that. Second option, and this is my bread and butter, you find mispriced markets, okay? So this is when the market price doesn't actually reflect the true probability of something happening. Like maybe there's panic. Maybe people overreacted to a headline. Maybe the market just hasn't caught up to new information yet. Whatever the reason, the price is wrong. And when you find a wrong price, that's free money, baby. Third option, arbitrage. Okay, this one's a little more technical, but stay with me. So remember how you can buy yes shares and no shares? Well, sometimes, and this is rare but it happens, you can buy yes at one price and no at another price, and the total is less than $1. So let's say yes is 35 cents and no is 63 cents. That's 98 cents total. But we know one side is going to win and pay out $1. So no matter what happens, you make 2 cents per share. Guaranteed profit. That's arbitrage. Now if yes is 40 and no is 60, that's $1. You break even. Not worth it. And if they add up to more than $1, you lose money no matter what. So, don't do that. Okay, but here's my favorite strategy, and it sounds dumb, but it works. It's called nothing ever happens. Basically, you bet no on dramatic events. US strike on Colombia by December 31st? No. Will the US invade Cuba in 2026? No. Will this crazy thing happen by this date? No. Pair that with some type of panic news and you are golden. Because here's the truth. Nothing ever happens, okay? Things happen eventually, sure. But dramatic stuff, it almost never happens when people think it will. Markets overprice chaos. They overprice drama, and you can profit from that. Once you've been in this space for a bit, you'll see it. Headlines come out, everyone panics, prices spike, and then nothing happens. Every time. Well, almost every time. Let me show you how to actually find a mispriced market. Okay, we're going to do some math. Bear with me. So let's say there's a market asking, will X company have a major outage by end of year? And let's say historically this company has had 13 incidents this year. That's 0.037 incidents per day on average. Now let's say there's 17 days left in the year. So expected incidents? 17 times 0.037. That's 0.63, which means roughly 63% chance of at least one more incident. But the market? The market is trading at 11%. 11%. That's insanely undervalued. The market should be at 50, 60%, but it's at 11. So you buy yes, and over time, if you keep finding markets like this, you make money. That's how you find edge. You do the math. You find the gap. You exploit it. Okay, now, this part. This is the most important part of the whole video, okay? You could know everything I just told you. Mispriced markets, arbitrage, all of it, and still lose money. Why? Because your risk management sucks. I've had days where I've lost big. It happens. It's not fun, believe me. But the difference between people who survive and people who blow up their account? Risk management. Rule number 1, never go all in. I don't care how confident you are. I don't care if you think it's a sure thing. It's never a sure thing. Never go all in. Position sizing is everything. How much of your portfolio are you putting into one trade? Some people say 1%, some say 5%, some say 10%. Honestly, I don't have one perfect answer for you because it depends. Depends on the market, depends on your confidence, depends on volume, depends on how long until it resolves. But here's the rule. Less is more, okay? Smaller positions, more diversification. You don't need to hit home runs. You need to stay in the game. And the most important, don't revenge trade. This is huge. You're going to have a bad day. You're going to lose money and feel like crap and want to make it back immediately. Don't. Just turn off your computer, walk away, come back tomorrow. Revenge trading is how you turn a bad day into a blown account. Don't do it. Look, I know this stuff is boring, okay? Position sizing, risk management, it's not sexy. But you know what is sexy? Actually being profitable. Consistently, over time. That's the goal here. So here's something no one really talks about. The information problem. Let's say you understand all the strategies now. You know how to find mispriced markets. You know about arbitrage. You know position sizing. Cool. But then you actually start trading and you realize there's just so much noise. Every headline, every tweet, every price movement, everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's screaming, buy this or sell that or it's happening. And you're like, okay, what actually matters here? What's signal and what's noise? Because here's the thing, most of it is noise. Most headlines don't actually move markets in a meaningful way. Most hot takes are wrong. Most panic is overblown. But when you're starting out, you don't know that yet. You react to everything. You chase every headline. You buy high because of FOMO. You sell low because of panic. And you lose money. The edge isn't just knowing what to trade, it's knowing what to ignore. It's learning to filter, to wait, to not react to every single thing. And honestly, this is really hard to do alone. Like, really hard. Which is why having the right people around you matters. Having a community that's actually focused on finding edge, not just reacting to noise, that's valuable. That's how you level up faster. And that's actually why I want to tell you about something. Okay, so I'm part of this community called PredictLab, and I'm going to tell you about it because honestly, it's helped me a lot. And some of the trades I'm going to show you later, they came from being in this group. PredictLab is not like other prediction market communities, okay? Most communities are just glorified Discord servers where people share picks and spam charts and react to headlines. It's all hype and there is no actual edge. PredictLab is different. The whole philosophy is teaching you to think, not just react. Like, other places will tell you, buy this at 60%. Cool, but why? Why is it mispriced? What's the edge? If you don't understand that, you're just following blindly. And when it goes wrong, and it will sometimes, you have no idea what happened. PredictLab teaches you to find the edge yourself. That's the difference. And it's focused on long-term edge, not just celebrating some guy who hit a 10 times on a random bet. Like, okay, but what's his win rate over 100 trades? That's what matters. You learn to think in probabilities. You learn bankroll management. You learn when not to trade. That's how you actually survive. Now let me tell you about some of the people in this community. So there's this guy, Mr. OZ. He started trading prediction markets in July 2024 with 15,000. Lost 10,000 on his first bet. Like, brutal, right? But then he got serious. Took the remaining 5,000 and turned it into 135,000. No additional deposits, just trading. His total profits are over 400,000 now in less than a year and a half. And he makes about 35,000 per month doing this part-time. And this guy is smart, like actually smart. Degrees in economics, philosophy, management from top universities. He knows his stuff. Then there's Ayabvek. This guy's been in prediction markets since 2020. Started with 2.5 thousand during the Democratic primary chaos. Total profits? Over $2.5 million. Over $1 million just last year. Full-time trader now. Specializes in elections, especially chaotic foreign elections, and finding edge in weird niche markets. Like, these are the people you're learning from, not some random guy on YouTube. Actual profitable traders with real track records. But okay, so let's keep it at that. And let me show you some actual trades, like real positions that I've taken with help from this community. So first one, Israel strikes Iran by January 31st, 2026. And I took the no side. Remember the nothing ever happened strategy? This is exactly that. Headlines are crazy, tensions are high, everyone's panicking about potential strikes. I entered at 66 cents, currently at 96 cents. That's about $4,500 in profit, and it hasn't even resolved yet. Now, the full analysis goes deeper than just nothing ever happens. There's actual geopolitical reasoning behind it, but that's the kind of stuff we break down in the community. I'm not going to bore you with all that here. Second trade, US forces enter Venezuela by January 31st, 2026. Again, no. Entered at 67 cents, currently at 99 cents, about $1,500 in profit. Basically free money at this point. Same idea. Market was overpricing the drama. The deeper reasoning, again, that's community stuff, but the surface level, nothing ever happens. So combine just these two trades, almost $6,000 in profit. And look, these are not genius plays. This is just applying the strategy consistently, finding markets where chaos is overpriced and betting against it. And I want to be real with you. These trades, they didn't come from me sitting alone staring at charts. They came from discussions in the community, from other people saying, hey, this looks mispriced, here's why, from analyzing it together. That's the value. You're not alone, and you're not trying to figure everything out by yourself. So yeah, that's PredictLab. If you're serious about prediction markets, like actually serious, not just gambling on random stuff, I'd really recommend checking it out. Link is in the bio. It's $99 a month, or $250 for 3 months, $799 for the year if you want to commit. Look, it's not cheap, I know, but if you're trying to trade these markets anyway, having the right community and the right education, that's worth it. That's how you actually get edge. You get the course that teaches you from first principles. You get the community where actual profitable traders are sharing insights. You get people like Mr. OZ and Iavek who've made hundreds of thousands, millions doing this. It's not some Discord where people just spam picks. It's different. So yeah, link in bio if you want to check it out. No pressure, just, if this video made sense to you and you want to go deeper, that's where I'd point you. Also, if you want to receive a more in-depth guide for Polymarket, then that link you can also find down below. That's it for this one. If this was helpful, let me know in the comments. If you want more videos about prediction markets, specific strategies, whatever, just tell me. I'll make them. All right, have a good one. See ya!